Really? What's the point of doing that? Hello, you're watching Avenue X, where junkie and good storytelling shares their thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. 特战荣耀 China Special Forces is a 45 episodes drama that's currently being aired on China's satellite television as well as all three major web platforms, 爱奇艺, Tencent, Youku. The drama is led by Yang Yang and Li Yitong, directed by Xu Jizhou, written by Feng Ji and Xu Jizhou. For this writer and director, they've actually worked previously on other projects focusing on the life of soldiers, and they've actually produced a couple of really well-received projects before. The thing about this one that's different is it's based on an existing novel. 中国特种兵之特别有种. Literal translation would be Chinese Special Force Soldiers dash or subtitle, the ones who are especially ballsy. The title really doesn't make you take the story very seriously, so thankfully when they adapted it to screen, they changed it to 特战荣耀. It is produced by two companies, 耀客 and 磨铁. This drama was actually filmed back in 2019. It wasn't until 3 years later, now that it came out. So for the leading actors featured in this drama, actually this is their older work compared to a lot of works that you've already watched in the last couple of years. So when it comes to thinking about their performances, that is something that you can put into perspective. At the moment, I'm making this video. I've watched the first 10 episodes of the 45 episodes drama, so I think it's a fair place to talk about first impression. I'll give it above 0.5 gold mine, under 1 gold mine. That's where I'll put it. It's still on the positive end. And the reason is some parts of the drama is really enjoyable and I appreciate, but then there are also a lot of things in this drama that does just give me a lot of question marks. Really? What? Why? Who thought of that? So, this is a very mixed drama. Now, let me get into the details, the positive and not so positive part of this drama. On the positive end, number one is if this particular genre theme talking about special forces, armies, soldiers, weapons, tactics, fightings, life on camp, if that's your cup of tea, this drama probably is rather enjoyable. And I have to say, the following things that I would say that's good about this drama totally comes from me watching other people making videos and writing things about the drama because they're experts of weapons and armies and how it works in contemporary 21st century army, whereas I am totally a blank page regarding any information and knowledge in this area of human life. I did watch some videos made by previous special force soldiers who watch this drama and then they share their opinions with the audience about what is well done, what is not well done. From what I can gather, the drama did certain things very well. And then certain parts of it does look like because they have to weigh between the dramatic tension and the reality also, what can be shown on camera, can be shown to public, what cannot be. With all these things played together, it ends up being a drama where certain parts of it gives a very accurate portrayal of if there's this team going on this mission, doing this job, they would act like that under these circumstances. But then certain other parts are, does not make sense. I guess, unless you are an expert of military operations tactics, 21st century, latest weapon, how usually different armies, different countries' armies do things, you probably would not be able to tell whether it's accurate or not. So you can only watch it as an entertainment piece. But as long as you're interested in this theme, this probably is still a worthwhile drama. So that brings me to the second positive point is, although I do not know exactly how accurate it is, I can tell that this crew spent a lot of effort, time, energy, and the actors really gave a lot to make this drama. There's a lot of very intense physical things they have to do. When you have to do it and then you have to do it to look good on camera, it's kind of double the difficulty. And this drama does depict certain parts of army life, how soldiers get along, how they live from day to day, the details. They do a fairly good portrayal of the particular atmosphere and actions and behaviors and speech people have as a soldier. And I think that comes from that the scriptwriter and the directors, they are specialized in military army focused dramas, and I think they also both have military background themselves, so that part of the drama they can gauge it rather well. And if you watch a lot of army focused dramas that comes from China, you'll get a sense that at least that part of the drama is pretty well done. The third positive thing about this drama is, up to this point, I think the story progresses rather fast. It doesn't have watered down problem. It's very much like main lead character going through challenges after challenges, archetypical way of a hero's journey kind of writing. Things such as encountering drug dealers unexpectedly, such as getting trapped by a landslide. On this journey you have a lot of highlight points. Then in between those highlight conflict heavy parts, you have the daily life on the camp as soldier type of story that gives you a lot of comedy. Mostly is helped by a lot of good supporting roles. For example, the actor Jiang Long showing up in dramas such as Luoyang and recently Under the Skin as small supporting roles. I find him quite unique and very capable, and he shoulders pretty much all the driven by lines, bantering language, comedy, jokes, funny things of this drama, and he did a really good job. I really enjoyed his acting, and when he needs to be super emotionally highly charged, he can be that too. So the pacing and structure of this drama up to this point, I am satisfied. Then on the not so ideal side of this drama for me, point number one is a style thing. Some people like it, some people don't mind it, some people hated it. I'm pretty neutral, but then I'm not on the side of preferring it, which is they use a lot of handheld in this drama. Ever since Bourne's Identity and somebody discovered shaky cam, this whole world is crazy about shaky cam, particularly when it comes to action, whether it's like military army action or it's spy chase or car chase or, you know, all that type of thing. Just shake it, okay? Shake it and somehow gives it more energy, I guess. Overuse of shaky cam can be very, very disorientating. And for television, it's a different thing as cinema, because cinema has a big screen and you're more immersed in it, whereas these days most people watch it on iPad or on their computer. They don't even bother to have a projector or television. When it's that small and it just like shakes all the time, it really can lose people and make people feel so annoying that they don't want to watch it anymore. Also, there are a lot of very dark scenes in this drama, which on one hand I appreciate that, because if it's really night and in forest and everyone is trying to be low-key, don't be discovered by, you know, the opposite side of things, you obviously want it to be really dark. But when you have dark and then you have shaky cam, like I don't even know what I'm looking at sometimes. And if you say there's a reasonable argument of using a lot of handheld and shaky stuff for in action, but sometimes when they're just having daylight, nothing weird is going on, two people stand still, talk over the shoulder shots, they just still use handheld, and they don't even use a very steady handheld. It's like this kind of handheld. It just shakes. Really? What's the point of doing that? Second, why I give it not so good at rating, the biggest problem I think is the drama is, it constantly 反复横跳. It jumps between moments that are, wow, this is so cringy, oh god, like I want to dig a castle out with my toes. Then the next scene is like, oh, that's fine. It's like riding on a roller coaster blindfolded. You don't know next moment whether it's going down or going up. For example, early on in this drama, our male lead character who just got into the army as a newbie, very soon they run into a night, kind of midnight training exercise to a mountainside, and they have to use what they're given to find their way out. The small group of our main characters, they happen to run into another military operations night training exercises, and they weren't involved in it. It's not their exercise, but they just joined in. They jumped onto those parked military vans and ended up in other people's very serious training exercises. And they use shovels to run into the two sides of that training, one of their headquarters center. Pretend we have like guns and held you all at gunpoint and you lose this exercise against your opponent, but we three actually do not even belong to this exercise. We do not belong to the opposite team. We do not belong to your team. We just came in from nowhere and cutting the electricity off their headquarters, making that side lose. I don't even know where I could start to rant about the does not make senseness of this part of the plot. I know the story is trying to make our male lead as somebody who has a great ambition of making his way to the top team, like the best special force team in China. He's had that since he was a child because of his background story, his father, and all that. He came in as a newbie but already got years of trainings under his belt, and he just want to be a personal hero. And the story is about him from that point onwards. Started to learn it's important to collaborate with other people. Personal heroism can only go that far, blah blah blah, you know, getting more mature to become a team player. That's like where the story is going. But heavens, even if you want to set up this contrast of the character arc from the beginning as this type of person ending up being a much better developed person, don't intentionally make him so unlikable, stupid, rushy, to the point that it just doesn't make logical sense at the beginning. So this drama has a lot of those moments where Yang Yang's role just is so defining basic rules of being a soldier in the army as a newbie. Plus Yang Yang's acting. He has this thing where if the character or himself, under particular circumstances in the scene, he's aware of how good looking, how he is, it starts to just ooze off the screen and it starts to become, he's such a show-off. He gives you that vibe that's so strongly, like he wants to cut you with his... I don't know how many people get it. Like I literally physically feel he's trying to cut me with it. And because of this character setup of how over the top, ridiculously rushy he is at the beginning of the drama. And then Yang Yang's sort of weak point, really, I think, is whenever he plays a character who is too self-conscious of how outstanding he is, he just becomes too much. So this drama is like double buff on that. And I think about last year's You're My Glory, a scientist role he does where he's much more civilian, relaxed. Most of the time does not need to show off how good looking or how clever or how special he is. And sometimes he actually is very burdened with life. He has that air comes out of him. And somehow that feels much better. I feel much easier to sympathize, empathize with his character. Often while I was watching his drama, I literally cannot bear staring at the screen because every moment he's on, he's showing off. That's totally me, okay? It's another personal thing. You may like it very much. You may like him being super self-aware of how good looking he is. If you dig that, I mean, this drama will be golden for you because it's literally littered with those moments. But for me, it's really hard. So with those reasons above, I don't have a very high rating personally for this drama. And then I don't think I have the either patience or that much of an interest to continue watching throughout 45 episodes of this drama. As other new dramas come in, I probably will switch my focus. I mean, Yang Yang has another period drama coming up. Right now, I'm praying that in that drama, he wouldn't stick his chin out that much to me. I remember him showing up in a lot of like variety shows where he just does very goofy dancing, stupid joking things, and immediately his aura becomes much more lovely. As long as he's like start to hold himself and if you like Yang Yang and you absolutely love that side of him, just ignore me. But if you have similar reactions as I do, you know what I'm talking about. That should wrap up this video talking about the first impression of the drama China Special Forces 特战荣耀. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.